friends, welcome or welcome back. I am Maddie. This is Floating Funds, and today we are working on our Spin It to Win It binder and our Survivor collab. We do have a little bit of Happy Mail first, so I'm going to do that really quickly, and then we're going to get into this because I am already running late, guys. It is already 3 o'clock, and I need to have this done and edited and posted by 5, so that is what I'm rushing to do. I wanted to show you guys, so I was sent some mail from Crisscross Budgets, and I was kind of appalled. So this is the state that the envelope came in, and like you can tell, like, yeah, it was super rough. And they did have it in a little baggie as well, like a little plastic bag, which was cool. But then like this was also kind of messed up, and it ended up being where I realized that there are little tokens in here, and one of those was missing. I did let her know. I told her, hey, do not freak out about it. It is just fine. We will make it work. But yeah, it's just kind of frustrating. But I mean, it happens. It happens. So anyways, this is this super cute friendship savings, and I love this. So it comes with these little instructions. But right here it says, hi, Maddie. Happy February, friend. In light of February being Friendship Love Month, I decided to make it extra special. I love February. It's my dad and husband's birthday month, and my love language is gift giving. Do you have a love language? Hear from you soon, Chris. All right, so Prison Chris, my love language, it's probably a tie between gifts and acts of service. I love doing both of those things. Touch is like absolute 0. I am not a fan of it, and that's my husband's #1 love language, which is awesome. So good. And it's also my daughter's, and so I'm definitely being stretched in that area. But yeah, I love that. And so yours is also gift giving, which is so fun. So anyway, so we have this friendship savings, and basically what we'll do is we will assign a number or an amount for each of these. I am missing the star, so I just wouldn't play with that one. But then we would roll a 4-sided die. It does tell you on the back. You'll roll a 4-sided die to see how many you're going to pick, and then we would pick out from these super cute little charms. I think that they are precious, and then it tells you a little bit about each of them and just kind of what it means. And so I love that. We are going to save this with this, so that way we can talk about it whenever we do start playing this. But this will definitely be higher up on my lineup of games I'm going to be playing once we finish some in our Friday video. And so thank you so much, Chris. I love it. I love it so stinking much. I'm sorry that that happened in the mail, but again, do not freak out about it. It does not bother me. So okay, let's go ahead and get straight on into this, because we do have a little bit of extra money today. We are playing with $160. Usually we bring $100 in here, but I did get my Etsy pay for the month, and so we just had a little bit extra to disperse through some of these other challenges. I kind of changed this up a little bit because I had to include this. I just love it so much. So let's go ahead and divide this all up. I did double count, so we are for sure at 160. We should not have an issue like last week where I was pleasantly/unpleasantly surprised that we were saving more money than I was expecting. And so this is 160. Okay, and let me think if there's anything else I need to talk about before we get going, because once I get going, my brain is so heavily focused on that, I do forget things. I mean, I don't think so. So yeah, I might be missing something. This has a lot of components, and so I tried to make sure I gathered everything and that it's all around me, but I might have to pause and grab stuff. I don't know. So if you are new here, hello, welcome. I'm so happy that you are here and that you have joined this amazing, amazing community, and that you have decided that I can be a part of that with you. How I do this is I have my spinner wheel over here. I'm going to push the spin, and it is going to decide a number for us, and then we are going to go to that number. This one terrifies me because I owe $1 to this. I did just remember that. I was supposed to have an IOU on here, but I forgot. So let's go ahead and add that to it. Last time we ended up having to put $70-something into this, so yikes. This is a freebie you can get over on my Ko-Fi, and you can play it however you would like. It is completely up to you. And so how we have been doing this is we're just moving to each block. We are rolling that number die, and we are also rolling a color die. I did forget until here that we are supposed to multiply the number, and so naturally we rolled the biggest one and had to times it by 4. So it was 18 times 4, which was painful. absolutely painful. Okay, so we have our 8-sided die right here, and we have our color-sided die. So let's go ahead and roll both of these and see what we're gonna get. Okay, we have a 2 and a purple, which is 3. So we're gonna be putting $6 into this. Okay, guys, I told you I had everything here, and I didn't. I'm gonna have to use some different markers. Okay, we're just gonna use this one. It's not super purple, but maybe. Oh yeah, that's purpley enough. All right, so what did I say? We're putting $6 into this, and you can absolutely save with the extra spicy savings, or you don't have to at all, and you just roll the number, or you can add your numbers together. It truly doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and take out a 1, and then we're gonna put in a 5. All right, here we go, and we'll move this over here, move this right there, and let's do that. So let's keep going. We're gonna go to number 11, which is good. I'm not sure if we hit this that much last time. So this is Honey Money, and this comes from I Will Always Save. And so I'm gonna pull one of these cards right here, and that is a super cute little bee one. And I have kind of decided I'm going to be doing these a little bit differently, okay? So before, I was just adding money into each individual section, but then I realized this could take a very, very, very long time because each of these is gonna save us $125 a piece. So what I'm gonna do is anytime I draw one of these cards where we are supposed to go and save it, which this one just means you save any of the bees on any of these, but anytime it's one of these icons, I am just going to focus on one. So I have not adjusted this to that yet because I wanted to show you guys before I did everything, but we're going to just be focusing on here, and then once we finish this one, then we'll move on to the next one, okay? I hope that that makes sense. So for right now, we are going to go ahead and do one of the bees, and I had these specific color markers. Oh, I found them. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one. And that is going to be $5. And I'm just going to leave this how it is and just tuck it back in there. So let's go ahead and add 5 to here. And we can take out both of these 5s and add in a 10. And I'm going to just kind of let that sit out a little bit. That way I can make sure it dries because that is acrylic markers. So don't want it to be getting my binders all junky. Okay, and we are now going to go up 1 to number 10. We are going to be starting these challenges. I have 2 of them in here, and the first one is Love is in the Air, Try Not to Breathe. This comes from North Country Cash Queen, and then we have Cat Lady Budgets with her super cute little snowman one. And since this one only saves $10, I figured it would be a great little bumper for this one to give us a little bit of extra. So we're going to scratch that one off, and it's going to be $3. Okay. And then, since we are at the beginning, I'm going to go ahead and roll to see what we're going to save in here. And then as we start running out of money, if we come to this one, I will choose what we're going to save. So we're going to put $2. So we're going to be putting a $5 bill in here. And I need to write on to that we are putting, there we go. We're going to be putting, what was it, $2 in. Okay. Guys, you would think with the amount of times I've done this video, I would have my life together, but I don't. I just don't, so I'm sorry. All right, we're gonna jump up to number 8, and this is our 52-week savings challenge. We are using my friend Sam's cute little mini, and we are saving $1 per icon, and then when it is done, we will be able to mark off our number 17 week, which is awesome. We are getting very close to being done, and that feels so good. I'm excited to get moved on to our next one. All right, we're going to be going to number 5. So this actually came from my friend, from Kristen, from Mercer Mommy, I believe, Mama. I can't quite remember which one it was. And she made these super cute, like it's for an entire binder where I can put all my pen pal mail, but I decided I'm going to put this in here because this envelope is always pen pal mail. And so that is what this is from. I didn't mean to take out all the money. We are going to save with these. I had already finished this one, but we're going to be working on this one from Neuro Spicy Budgeting, and we are choosing what number we're saving, and so we're going to go ahead and do the next big one, and that is a 7, and this will save us $55 when we're done with it. So we're going to do 5, 6, and 7 going right on in there, and I'm going to go ahead and put this one from Grammy's Journey back in here just so that it's a little less chaotic. And going to number 4 again. This one now gives me, I don't know, stress. What game doesn't give me stress nowadays though? Okay, so 12, a 12-sided die is this one. And then our color, so let's go ahead and roll both of these and see what we're gonna get. We got a 7 and a green, so we're gonna be putting 14 into there. That's not terrible. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but it's not terrible. So let's go ahead and color that one in. All right, there we go. Sorry I did not chat throughout that whole thing. I was thinking, and shame on me. So what did I say, 14, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, and let's see if we can't condense that down any. We can, so let's put a 1 in here, and yeah, okay. Put a 1 there, and we'll grab a 5, and then we will take out these 2 5s and this 10, and we will grab a 20. Very nice. All right, and I'll pop that back in there, and now we are done with this one, so we can move to the next page. That's where we had left off. All right, we're gonna go to number 3. Okay, that is this one. This is the cutest year-long savings box challenge, and this comes from Ren over at Mischief Managed Budgets. And so we are just drawing a card. Okay, cool, we're gonna be finishing one of these. That's awesome. So I have that in here. So we need to look for it, and I think it was like June, July, April. It's April, guys. It's April. Okay, let's pull this out and not right on the front like I have a tendency of doing. And we are going to be saving the kettle, which is this right here. And so that's going to be $7 going in. That is not bad at all. So it looks like because that was a 3 and these are on the same one, I can take all of these out. Yep. And I can add a $10 bill in. Very nice. And then we're just going to pop this in. Yay! And then put that back where it goes. Okay, and so let's go ahead and move on. This is now finished, so I'm going to set it back there because I do something special with those ones once they're finished. And then we have number 6. This comes from my friend from Laura Bell Creations. And we're just scratching whatever our little hearts desire. We have a 2. Very nice, very nice. And so let's put the 2 in and let's keep going. And now we're going to go back 1 to 7 and we're going to finish this page in our winter. Oh my gosh, I do this every single time. Welcome to Wonderland. And this comes from Cozy Cottage Crafts. And again, you can get this over on her Ko-Fi. And she has a lot of super cute challenges. She has one that's an otter one, and I do have it, and I want to do it. I had started it last year, but just couldn't get around to finishing it. So I want to be able to pick that back up. I just don't have a spot to put it yet. You know, like I don't have a day that would work really well. And guys, I just realized I have my vacuum sitting right there, and I'm still not using it. Oh my gosh, whatever. So 5, 6, and 7 going into here. And we're gonna go back to 3 and choose our next card. Okay, apparently we're getting all the same ones. I must have accidentally put this up at the front thinking that I had shuffled them in or whatever. Ooh. Okay, and so now we're gonna do February right here. And we are going to do the Be Mine, and we're gonna roll any die. So we're gonna do the 6-sided, and we're gonna be putting 3 in. So 1, 2, and 3. And it looks like we have a 2, so let's go ahead and take that out and add in a 5. And we're gonna go ahead and color this off while we have it out. There we go. And now we have 15 saved in that one. That's awesome. We're very close to finishing this one already. Well, I say that, we have 5 left. So I guess we're kind of close. All right, and that's gonna go there because it is finished. And now we are going to jump back to 5, and we're going to save $6 here. No. All right, there we go. And going back to 11, which is our honey money. Okay, so on this one, we go to, this should be dry by now, the specific, okay, well, hold on. So let me just double check something real quick. Okay, so that is on here as well. So you also are going to go to a search and save whenever you draw some of these out. So that's what this one is. And so we are going to pull this out, and we are going to be saving $5. There we go. Very nice, very nice. And we can go ahead and pop that back in there. And then this can go away because it is not going to be used again. There's only one of those designs. And now back to 3. My goodness, it's really wanting us to make an indent in this one, which I'm not mad about. Oh no, double next card. Okay, well, at least I get to choose, so that's not too bad. And that one is in here. And that looks like it's going to be maybe January, because it's like wintry. Yeah. So if we're going to double it, let's go ahead and, I mean, let's just go big and let's do the $10. So, oh my gosh, I felt like I don't know what to do with my hands. That's what I felt like right then, because I didn't. Fridays always make my brain like a mush. Like, it's just a whole jumbled up mess because I feel like there's just so much going on. And then I'm constantly thinking about the Survivor Challenge and that coming up, and I'm stressed about this one. So that's going to be fun. Okay, and we did this one, so let me do that. There we go. All right, so they are both going to go back into the stack. This is going to go back into here. And then we are going to get back into the game. How many times can I say back in one sentence? Clearly a lot. Okay, let's go to 7. And so we are going to be doing some more in this one. And we are now going to be visiting the Cheshire Cat. I'm just going to scratch off one of these, which is $1. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do at least one more just because I don't like just doing $1. Okay, a 5. So we're going to be putting 6 into here. Very, very nice. And if you guys missed, y'all might want to go check out yesterday's video because I am going to be dropping some really, really cool things. At least in my opinion, they're really, really cool. What did I say? We're doing 6, so we don't have any more 10. So let's just do this. And anyways, it's some new binders, and they are very unique, very one of a kind, and it's very, very, very limited supply. So if you are on the lookout for a new binder or anything like that, go check it out, my friends. Go check it out. All right, going to go to number 12. We are working on both of these. This one comes from Laurabelle Creations as well, but it was for February, and so I figured we just have to go ahead and use it. And we're going to be putting $5 in here. And then the other one is from Plan to Save Designs. This is my sweet friend Em, who is finally back to saving with all of us on the interwebs, and I'm so excited that she is here. Okay, we're going to be putting $5 into that one. That was just a choice. It was not a, there was no real reason. Okay, I'm just going to use you. And we're just going to do a 5. Sounds good. And going to 2. Awesome. I was hoping we would go here because I really want to start getting closer and closer to being done with this challenge. So this is my Book Bucks challenge that you can find over on my Etsy. And I have been loving this. And we are so close, guys. Like, we really are close. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to say if you have read the book, yes or no. You would scratch it off. I don't have scratchers because I was sent the wrong stickers, and I didn't know that until I had already stickered these. I have never read The Fault in Our Stars, and I have never watched the movie, and I have absolutely zero desire to do so. So don't try to convince me otherwise. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So we're going to be putting $2 in there because we have not read this book. So bump and, oh, let's just do a 2. Why not? That works better. That way it doesn't stretch this as much. And I'm just going to see if I could actually condense that down, but I can't because I don't have any 10s anyway, so it doesn't matter. So we're just going to go like this. I could put a 5 in there, but let's not. I already have it set up. Let's just leave it how it is. Why ruin a good thing? All right, 7 is our Welcome to Wonderland. Again, my brain was saying, well, or Winter Wonderland. Now I'm going to get it wrong the other way. Okay, and that's a 2. We're going to go ahead and do the last one, which is a 6. So we are going to be putting 8 in here. Very nice. And so now we only have 1, 2, and 1 left on there. So we are very close. Oh, we have 3, I'm sorry. We're very close to being done. So what did I say? 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and to 9. Yay, that's our sloth challenge. I'm so excited for this one because I feel like we have not been hitting this hardly at all, and it is nobody's fault. It's just not being chosen. And I really don't want to mess up the colors that I have going on here. Let me grab those. Okay, I had already started using these like sleek pastel gel highlighters, and I didn't want to mess that up because everything else I have is very, very vibrant, but I love the way that this is looking. So we're going to be putting $2 into here, and this is basically helping us to save the money that we needed for one of the scratch-offs that we did on our Sloth Scratch-Off Savings Challenge, because it was $40, and I did not want to take $40 from this and put it into here because that would be most of our money. And so we are just slowly chipping away at that, and I have a really, really cool thing to show with that whenever I get to being finished with that one. So I'm excited to show you. Okay, we're gonna go to Welcome to Seaside Resort. This is another one I was hoping that we would hit because I love it so much, and I want to put as much money as I can into this one because it just doesn't get hit as often as it does, as I would like. So this is a challenge you can get over on my Etsy. Here we go. And what we're going to do is we are going to not do that. We're going to roll. I think we left off on, was it Senna or Karomi? Maybe Pachaco? I don't know. How about we're just going to start back here and we're just going to move our way through because I truly don't remember. Or maybe we left off with Kiki. No, I think we left off at Pachaco. Okay, we're going to start there. So we're going to move 1 spot to here, and then what we're going to do is we are going to take our Seaside Resort Rolodex, and we are going to find someone who can live here. They can spend up to $5. She wants to live by her cafe, already has a spot, can't afford it, can't afford it, can't afford it, already spotted, can't afford it, can't afford it, can't afford it. He could, but doesn't like to live there. Okay, so we're going to be moving Dear Daniel into this spot. He's not going to be super happy about that, so what we have to do is we have to roll a 6-sided die and bribe him to move in. So we're going to be paying, of course, $6, so we're going to be putting $11 into this today. That is going to be rough because I don't have enough small bills, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and write his name in, and I'm just going to write Daniel. There we go. So Daniel has officially moved in. So let's go ahead and put the $5 that it costs to move in and the $6 that we have to pay him to bribe him. So we have $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, and $11 going in under his. And so now anytime we land there, we will start gathering his supplies as like to make it to where he will love living here. Even though he's not happy to not be next to Hello Kitty, he will still love living at this resort. All right, so there we go. I have several different versions of that. I am sold out of the Storybrooke one. I mean, I added a couple of extra ones just because I was able to squeeze a couple extra out. But yeah, they are basically going to be done this weekend. So if you want a Storybrooke one, go grab it now. Otherwise, you will not be able to after this. Okay, let's do some here. We're going to scratch off another one for $1. And since this is just a buffer, I don't care that it's not, we don't have to scratch off multiple ones. Okay, so we have $1 going in, and we still have $40 sitting here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I would like to try and get that broken up somehow, but let's go ahead and do a 5. It's one of the big ones. So, well, hold on, what did we do last time? We did 5. Let's do a, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got a 1. Let's do a 3. And so that will be the $4. Okay, and then we'll see where we're going to go from here. Number 6. I don't remember what number 6 is. Okay, that is this one. Let's scratch off until we can get to we need 8. That way we can get one of those 20s. Oh, we have a 7. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And a 3 for 10. Are you kidding? Okay, well, I mean, that works. So let's take this 10 out of here. add it there, and bring over a 20. Okay, works for me, works for me. And now we're gonna go back to 10. Okay, we got a 2. Okay, let's think strategically, my friends. Let's see how much we have in here so far. So we have 9. And what did we just scratch? The 2. So 9, 10, 11. Yikes, we'd have to put 9. Okay, let's not do that. So we're gonna do 2 and another 3 and put this 5 back to grab the 10. Right? I don't think I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. I could be wrong, I don't know. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, plus this 5 makes 10. Okay, yep, I think I'm right. Ugh, I don't know, I'm so bad at math, guys. So bad at it. Okay, and then of course this one, okay, we gotta put $2 in. So let me see if we have, no, we have exactly. Okay, so we're going to put 4 in, take this back, so we can put in a 5. Is that correct math? You guys let me know. If it isn't, I will fix it later. Okay, I literally thought, yeah, I need to have more 20s because, like, I don't know. I just thought that was a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea anymore. I don't agree. Okay, I don't want to do this challenge. I don't want to do it. Okay. We got a 2. Okay. So let's see. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to do the 4 right there. Right? And that will make 10. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. And then we're going to put this back. Oh, heck yeah. And we're going to take the 20. Huzzah. There it is. Guys, we've already put $20 in that. We just started that today. My goodness, what a money hog. Ooh. All right, and we are moving to 8. And we are, oh my goodness. So we already did that one once, so we're gonna add in a dollar, one singular dollar here, and 5 is our pen pal. So we are going to, ooh, I don't like any of these. Okay, part of me is like, maybe we just go ahead and do the 6 and the 4. That way we can add the 10. We don't normally do 2 at a time, but we're going to do it because, guys, it's already been almost 30 minutes, and I still need to do my Survivor collab, and the longer I put that off, the more stressed I'm going to be, so I want to get it done. Oh my gosh, can we go to something else? Anything. Literally anything else. Okay. It looks like we're just going to finish this scratcher today. Almost. We are going to put $1 in there. And I just realized, as I was doing this, that I forgot to set $5 back for the Survivor Challenge. So yikes, that's not going to be fun. Okay, so we're going to put $1 in there. I have 3 left, so let's see. We don't have any more 3s, but I could do a 2 and a 1, so let's go ahead and do that. 2 and 1. Can't quite see that one, so I'm going to color that in again. Okay, oh, we're officially done with that. So let's go to the front and see what we have. I'm going to close that. That way it just clears up the space a bit more. So we put some money into Seaside Resort. We did a little bit in Book Flex Challenge. We also did a couple of them in the Cutest Year-Long Savings Challenge. We put, it looks like maybe $5 in to here, which I don't know that that was correct. Did I I don't know what I did, but we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 105, 106. No, 100, 110, 115, 116, that's what it would be. Okay, ignore me. And so then in our New Year's savings, we have put 10, 20, 1, 2, and 3, 23, and now in total, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 55, and we do have $5 left. That is awesome. So we will finish that next week as long as we roll it. And we have put 21 into Stay Weird. Well, that is in total because we had condensed for that one. And then in our Alice in Wonderland, we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 21. So 21 going in. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 130, wait, hold on. Nope, that was wrong. Ignore me. 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 80. Oh my gosh, guys. 20, 40, 60, 85, 95, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh, 106. Guys, were y'all like yelling at me? Like, come on, get it together. Although I don't know that that's correct. I'll have, yeah, it should be. It's correct. Okay, and we're putting $2 into our 52-week savings. And so now we have 12 towards our $17. So we'll finish that soon, hopefully. And we did put $6 into our sloth savings. And so now we have $25, $26. And then in our Love is in the Air, our little money hog took a lot of money. It took 21, 2, and 3, $23 for its very first time being used. That's crazy. We put a little bit of money in our honey money. And we also did a little bit here with putting $10 in. And so now we are at our savings survivor. And so if I end up losing, so what I do is I have $5 here from last week because we did win. And so we were able to put our $5 towards this. And so if I end up losing, I need to put $10 in. So I will just find 5 from one of our other binders and just add it into here and just be 5 short on that one. So, okay, let's do this, guys. So if you are new, as I said earlier, hello, hi, welcome. This is a super fun collab that I have going on with so many amazing creators. This is, if you missed last week, then you missed a pretty big announcement. So you need to make sure that you go and grab our new tracker with our different teams and everything because our lineup is different. We did have a creator go ahead and drop out, and so we had to move everyone on Team Traci up one. And so, yeah, so that's what we have going on here. This week, because we almost had to eliminate our pal April from What's Poppin' Sunshine from my team. We did decide to go ahead and use our save. Every team has one save that they can use, and we went ahead and used it so that we could save her. And so now that means this week we have 2 people who have to go, and that sucks. But I'm also like, I mean, it's the same amount. It really is, but it's just hard. I don't like the elimination side, guys. I absolutely hate the elimination side of this. Everything else about this club has been super fun, but that is something I absolutely hate so much. So we played a game last week. I think I already took it out. I try to always take it out of these as fast as I can because this is pretty bulked up. And the goal was that you had to make 13 points or higher to pass. And it was a fairly simple game, but it was definitely, it definitely kicked a couple people in the booty. And so this week, because we do have 2 people going home, there was no team that had more fails than anybody else, if that makes sense. There was just specific people who had fails. And so we're not going to be putting teams up for elimination because no team had multiple people fail. We are just going to be saying the 2 who had the lowest scores, they are going to be eliminated. And so the people who are going to be eliminated is we have Traci from Savings with Traci and Lords from Brooklyn L Saves. So both of these teams do still have saves. They can absolutely use those saves if they would like to. And what that means is that these Lords and Traci will be they will be saved and next week they will still participate as if everything went normal, you know what I mean? But then if they use a save, then that does mean next week we will have 2 people leave. Actually, if they both use their saves, that means next week we would have 3 people going home, because we do have to keep on track with this weekly schedule. So it could be starting to get a little dicey if everybody starts using their saves at the same time. We could also end up with a week where 5 people are going home because all the teams decide to use their saves. I don't know. So, okay, now we are going to be moving on to Norelis's challenge. So she is week 6. I'm trying to not look at this as we're talking, because I'm going to look through my camera because I can't see I can't read that. So this is surviving the budgeting word search. I am going to, let me cover that. We're going to be putting a timer for 2.5 minutes and find as many words as possible, add the total together. If more than 10, you are off the elimination, so we are safe. And if less than 10, you will be up for elimination. Okay, and so I'm just making sure there is no, like there's not like a amount for these. So it is, we have to find 10 words or more in 2.5 minutes. Oh my gosh, this is not good to do whenever I'm super hungry. So let me find a marker. That'll be fine. I need to set a timer, so let me set one up on here. I'm trying to do this where, like, guys, I promise I'm not cheating, but I also don't want to show you guys everything on my phone, if that makes sense. So we're going to do a timer for 2.5 minutes. And what I'm going to do is I am going to fast forward you guys, because I don't think you want to sit here and listen to me just breathe for 2.5 minutes. So you guys should be able to see this. I'll make sure, like, there it is, so y'all can watch the timer. But I will fast forward you guys through this. So, oh my gosh. Okay, these are such small words. Oh, I'm going to have to get close. All right, so, okay. Let's do this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Holy moly. That sucked. Guys, I thought all these other ones were really hard, but oh my goodness, because these words are so tiny and there are so many stinking letters. Wow. Wow. Okay, I did not like this one. Okay, but we did make it through. Wow. We literally, by the hairs of our chinny chin chin, I found no spin, which I did forget to mark off the no, but I did find it. And that, oh my gosh, wow. So we are somehow safe. We're somehow safe. So that means we are going to be adding $5 into this challenge. And so we now have $20, $35, $36, and $37 so far. Ay, ay, ay. All right, well, there we go, friends. There we go. I have nothing else for you guys. I am exhausted from this, and I am so hungry. So I'm going to go eat. And I do want to say real fast, if you are still here, that whenever I put these videos out, I put them out as a premiere. I don't know if you guys knew this, or if you know what a premiere is, but basically that means if you tune in at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time on Fridays, you will have this video posted and you will be able to talk in the comments with all of the people as the video is premiering. And so you get to actually have like an actual chat with everybody watching, and you get to watch in real time how everything is happening. It's so much fun. So make sure you guys join that. So until next time, I hope you guys will continue to float on and continue safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, friends.